Hey everybody, welcome back to Nasty Nate's Garage. We're gonna keep on going with the Makitas. Got the 1/4 inch here. Let's crack it open and take a look. All right, so today we got the Makita 1/4 inch impact that I ordered from AliExpress, gosh, a while back. Actually been sitting on this for quite a while I had all the other stuff going on, getting the Camaro ready to go, working on the wife's car, getting that gate built. I mean, it's never ending around here. Most of you guys probably know how this is. So let me go ahead and we'll get you over to the back. We'll get this thing cracked open and we'll see what we got in the box. All right, so here we got the Makita 1/4 inch impact. We're gonna go ahead and rip this box open, or bag open. Let's see what we got. All right, inside we got a brown box. You can tell because it's brown. The box is a little beat up, not too bad. Should I be worried about that? I don't know. All right, let's see what we got. All right, well, it comes in bubble wrap. That's nice. All right. Oh, that's nice. Get a little belt clip for that. First impressions, pretty janky deal on this label underneath where the battery goes. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's already peeling off. So I'm guessing this is the DTD127. And maybe it gets a little jankier from there. I don't remember it looking like that in the pictures. But here's what we got. Makita branded. And let's see here. And on the back side we got DTD127 rechargeable impact screwdriver. It says Makita Japan Company Ltd. Doesn't give a country of manufacture anywhere, which is kind of odd. Got the brushless label on the back and down on the base over here as well. Let's see here. I thought I just had something. Yeah, there we go. All right, so this is a lot like the accessory attachment is a lot like the DeWalt. It doesn't stay when you take it out. You got to manually operate it, install it, or removing and putting in. That's a little annoying. That was one of my only real critiques that I didn't like about the DeWalt. It's got all the digitals down here like the DeWalts do down on here. I think that's becoming pretty common practice across all of the different manufacturers. It feels a little better than the drill when I open that up. It's definitely, the motor definitely feels like it has a little more heft to it. The one thing I will say about the Makitas over anything else I've had right now, they feel really good in the hand. Like, I don't know if it's just my hands or what, but, and like anything with a hand grip on it like that and a trigger, probably all subjective, but it does fit really good in my hand. This one actually feels a little less cheap than the drill. This one feels a little more legit. I don't know what's going on with this white ring. If that's no, it's not the lights. So that's a little janky. I don't know what that's all about, but we'll take a look at that. Let's see if this battery still has any juice in it from before. I'm still waiting on a charger. Oh yeah, that lit right up. Okay. All right, so yeah, we got the speeds there. It's got 4 speeds. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know what these ones on the side are for. don't know what this little button up in front is for here either. That's kind of odd. I don't know what that does. That's kind of interesting. I don't know. Oops. Pretty much all my tools, I just put her in top gear and let her eat, so this one will be no different. Yeah, this white ring is just kind of weird. I don't remember it looking like that in the pictures, but I didn't really look that close. I just saw the price and said, buy now. Yeah, first impressions are this is, it definitely feels a little bit less cheap than the drill. And gosh, yeah, trying to figure out what I might have coming up that I could test this with and actually do a review on. But yeah, so far, the box was, like I said, a little beat up on opening it. This is definitely, I feel like they did a better job cloning the DeWalt's than they have these Makitas that I've seen so far. Yeah, like even just the labeling on here is odd compared to anything, even the other Makita drill. At least that had like a country of origin or country manufacturer on it. The DeWalt's all had country manufacturers on it. All my Ryobi stuff does. I know my Craftsman stuff does. So yeah, it's this is the only one I've seen that doesn't have anything like that on there, unless it's under here and I missed it, which is possible. Nope. Okay. So yeah, as soon as I come up with a project that I need to drive some screws for, we'll go ahead and press this into service and we'll bring you guys back and show you how it does. In the meantime, first impressions, it seems okay. Everything's working the way it should. So yeah, we'll have to find a project or something that I need to drive some screws for, and we'll press this into service and bring you back. Until then, enjoy. All right, so we're gonna be using the Makita. This is the DTD172. I actually really kind of, yeah, like I said in the box opening video, I kind of like the size of this thing. It feels good. It feels good in the hand. So we're gonna give it a whirl on here and see how it goes. Jeez, all right. And then those two, all right. That's right. Well, the Makita passed its first bounce test. Potentially, we'll see. It passed. been pretty happy with this. You know, out of all the Chinese power tools I've gotten so far, the 1/4 inch impacts have all been pretty kick-ass. Like, they've been really good. So yeah, this worked really great. You know, I had a half a dozen nuts and bolts, well, more than a half a dozen, probably a dozen nuts or bolts I used to take off and put on the mower, and I had to take them on and off a couple times because I kept screwing up, especially on that cowl underneath. I kept putting things on backwards, and it was, yeah. So this thing really did kick butt. It worked nice. My only complaint was there was a couple times, and I don't think it would be user error, but I think the hammering would push the collar forward on here, and it would sink the whole thing in. Like, that's one thing that's a little concerning to me, but like, like I said, I can't even replicate the problem without doing it, or using it, and it doesn't do it every time. But that, and it's like I said, it might have been user error. I'm gonna have to pay closer attention next time I use this and see how it happens and when it happens and why, and I'll come back with an update if I haven't gone live with this yet. But yeah, other than that one little anomaly I've seen a couple times, and like I said, it could have been user error. I don't remember exactly what circumstances were that caused that to happen, so I really can't replicate it. So, but if I do figure it out, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, other than that, and like I said, it might not have been the tool, it might have been me. It was great. It worked really well. It didn't have any trouble with any of those bolts. A couple of them were pretty tight, I know. And it just butter, just whoop, off they came. So yeah, good tool. Not bad for a knockoff. So it's made in Japan, which we know is bullshit. Oh no, it just says Makita Japan. Okay, it doesn't say where. Actually, it doesn't say where it's made at all. That's really weird. Yeah, nope, nowhere. Interesting. All right. Anyway, all right. Well, that's gonna do it. Don't be afraid to check this stuff out. Like I said, with the DeWalt's, this is not for anybody in the trade. This is definitely consumer grade stuff. So if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you got some comments or questions, feel free to put them down in the comments. You know, I'd love to hear what you guys say. You know, when I did the fog lights on the Nissan, I loved working with you guys and kind of helping you find the parts and answering questions on how I did a couple of things. I really like doing that stuff. So, you know, if you got comments, questions, put them down in the comments. In the meantime, I will go ahead and leave the link to this one if it's still available at the time I release the video. If not, I will find the next most comparable in price to it on AliExpress and post that. And I'll also tell you, I'll also put in there what I paid for this. I don't remember off the top of my head. If you like seeing this kind of content and you want to see more of it, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. It doesn't cost anything, and you never know when you're going to be bored and you want to watch something, want to watch me get mad at a lawnmower. Appreciate it. Have a good one.